will get a huge downgrade in FIFA 21. I'm your boy Viva La FIFA, and I listed out 14 players I think will be hit with a huge downgrade. And this is one of the less popular videos on my channel because we have a lot of fanboys who are smashing the dislike button, but I hope my audience is a little bit more mature. So listen to the things I tell about the player, and before you give a dislike about your favorite player, think about it. Is it realistic what I tell about him? Because I don't want to bash these players. I have so much respect for them, but I'm predicting FIFA 21, and as it goes, there will be big downgrades every single year. So I hope for respect for my video, so smash a thumbs up if you love it, subscribe for more, and put on the notification bell. And guys, let's go. We are starting off with KEPA Arrizabalaga. The season started off in a good fashion, stopping a penalty against Valencia, but well, for 2 months now, Willy Caballero is the #1 choice for Chelsea because looking to the stats, KEPA was one of the worst goalkeepers not only in the Premier League, nope, he was the worst one in the Prem. In whole England, he belongs with the top 5 worst goalkeepers, and in the world, he's even in the top 20. Looking to the stats, shot on targets, percentage, saves. So KEPA, he has to thank himself for a bad season. On the bench, Chelsea wants to sell him or swap him in a deal with a new goalkeeper, like for example Jan Oblak. So what do you think, guys, is a good rating for KEPA Arrizabalaga? I think an 80 rated goalkeeper for now is more than we can do, and there'll be a lot of jokes, he should become a manager, etc. But that's a little bit old. I think -4 is still very generous. Before you will say Viva, I will give you a dislike because Eden Hazard was not playing enough games. I will say to all those fanboys, because I think you're a fanboy if you think that way, first of all, it was his own mistake that he got injured. He returned with 10 kilo extra on his body. He was fat. He was not match fit. With that, he was not playing good, getting injuries because, well, he was not fit enough to play games, to train at a high level. So Hazard has to thank one man and one man only, and that's the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson already sung about it. Start with the man in the mirror. So in Hazard, look at him, say to him, work your ass off. Now with the coronavirus at home, return as a fit superstar, because I know you're a fantastic player, but this season you didn't show it. And just like what Gareth Bale happened from FIFA 19 to FIFA 20, a -3, I think the same thing will happen for Eden Hazard. El Matador is turning 34 years old very soon. We're talking about Edison Cavani, normally a goal machine, but this season kept on the bench because Mauro Icardi or Kylian MBAPPE were chosen as the #1 strikers. If Cavani is playing, he always scores a goal, but he didn't play a lot of games, he didn't score a lot of goals, plus he is aging. And you know EA, if it's fair or not, the player will receive a big downgrade. How far down? Let me know what you think what's fair for Cavani. If you're a bigger meme on internet, Instagram, Twitter, that says enough about your career. Jesse Lingard is an 82 rated player. For example, he still has the same rating like James Maddison, who is a key player for the #2 in the Premier League. So with all due respect, I love Manchester United and their philosophy, but Lingard, he is no way an 80+ rated player. His shooting, for example, it's the same almost as Raheem Sterling, who banked in 25 goals last year. So I think he should go down to 77. I think that's pretty fair. Huge downgrades in the shooting and the passing because he isn't contributing a lot. I believe in the last 2 years, he got 2 goals, 4 assists. Well, those stats are good enough for a 77 rated car, but not 82. The second player of Uruguay that will receive a big downgrade besides Edison Cavani is Diego Godin, and the golden generation is slightly quitting football. Of course, Uruguay had a great World Cup in 2010, reaching the semi-finals with Luis Suarez, that legendary handball against Ghana. Ghana missing the penalty, and in the end, Uruguay still went through to the semi-finals where the Netherlands, my home country, beat them 3-2. Diego Godin, after the season, will probably leave Inter Milan. I told you that on my transfer video yesterday. He'll probably go back to Nacional in Uruguay, his first team, professional team he played for. But I think with his age, not being chosen anymore by Antonio Conte in the starting 11, there will be a big downgrade for Godin from one center back to another one. And well, I can't say too much about Phil Jones because his stats for a center back are already quite horrible. Just like Mesut Özil later on in the episode, what should I downgrade? Well, I think the pace, the passing, the dribbling, they have to do something with that, especially shooting, 51 shooting for Phil Jones. Why? I'm not quite sure he got that, but well, he isn't playing games. Solskjaer doesn't need him anymore, and he is linked with a £12 million move to Newcastle United. Oh man, Liverpool fans, if you're watching this, you will have a flashback to the Atletico Madrid game, don't you? Because Adrian, well, he screwed up big time for you guys, and although he isn't bad in all the games, I don't ever liked Adrian. He doesn't feel like a reliable goalkeeper. He is so weak in the build-up play. He is so nervous when he has the ball on his feet. And also saving shots, long shots, he doesn't really feel like an actual goalkeeper sometimes. And that is why Adrian doesn't deserve to stay a gold card. That's my opinion. I know some Liverpool fans will even say he deserves a 1 rated card, nothing more than that. But in all, realistically, is that a word? Well, I just made it up then. Adrian is going down, I think, with a -2 or 3. Another player of Real Madrid, and it's quite logical because let's look back on it. Real Madrid got 3 times the Champions League in a row. Players back then received an upgrade after upgrade every single FIFA, but also the same type of players like Sergio Ramos, Luka Modric, Gareth Bale, they're aging, not playing as good as they did before, and with that every single FIFA from now on, the opposite is happening. Every single FIFA, there will be a downgrade. Luka Modric for 99% is leaving Real Madrid after the season for Inter Miami or another team in the MLS, but now he's a 90 rated center midfielder. Valverde of Uruguay is used way more. So in comparison, I don't think it's fair to keep Luka Modric 90 rated. I think 87 or 86 feels fair to me. Let me know your opinion. I know that some of the Arsenal fans will say lately Mesut Özil is playing pretty well. But once again, I will say to you, James Maddison. James Maddison is only 82 rated, and he did, looking stats wise, in 2 games more than Özil did in a whole season with goals and assisting. So that is why I think players like that who aren't performing every single game, or at least 2 out of 3 games at a high level, should be 80, 81 rated maximum. Mesut Özil's card is already pretty useless because, let's be honest, his stats are horrifying already for an 84 rated card. So what can I well, put down a couple of things? I think his passing could stay the same, but Özil, well, I think if Arsenal wants to make a step up, they should say goodbye to him. Where Bruno Fernandes was my favorite player in the biggest upgrades of FIFA 21. Click the I button, by the way, to watch that video if you want to get some positive news after this vid. Paul Pogba is the opposite story. He is the top earning player at Manchester United, but he did absolute shies this season. Nothing really good about him. So after the season, he can go to Juventus or Real Madrid for £90 million. It seems Pogba is now in doubt because he sees Man United playing good football with Bruno Fernandes, but still looking to the stats of this season. And don't say to me he is injured, because if you say he is injured, tell me guys, for what period you can keep your rating. For example, if Paul Pogba will be injured for overrated 5 years, will he be still 88 rated in FIFA 24? So when do you think a downgrade has to start if a player is injured? I think after 1 year of not playing, there should be a minor downgrade. For Paul Pogba, I think that's a -2. Once again, Alexei Sanchez is going down, and he's going down very hard. Even with Inter Milan, Alexis is not a starting player. He should have stayed with Arsenal, because there he was the star player. Everybody loved him. With Udinese, he also had the same status. Barcelona, he was pretty good as well, but since he went to Manchester, his career is a little bit all over. He is earning a huge wage together with Paul Pogba. He is one of the top earning players. Now he's loaned out to Inter, but Man United is still paying his salary, and Alexis, for me, he doesn't do the job anymore. He is over the hill, 82 rated, well, way too high in comparison with his teammates who are doing much better. I think Alexis has to start over again with 78 or 79. Socrates is looking for a way out at Arsenal. He doesn't want to stay on the bench of Mikel Arteta, because at the moment he is chosen on the bench because Arteta is going for Mustafi on his position to link him up with David Luiz, and that is a big slap in the face. Boom, for Socrates, because Socrates, he came to Arsenal with 1 goal to win the Premier League. If you watch the first interview about him, he said that out loud. Well, it's a totally different story. Arsenal, mid-table, Socrates on the bench, 31 years old. You know EA, I know EA, there will be a downgrade coming for him. Gareth Bale is opening a golf course. That says enough about his focus on football and golf. At the moment, he enjoys playing golf way more than playing football in the Bernabeu. In the winter, he was so close to sign for Jiang Suning in the Chinese league. Real Madrid, they stopped the deal in the end because Jiang Suning didn't want to pay the transfer fee directly. They wanted to spread it over 4 or 5 years. So Gareth Bale could have been the one player that could go to China before the coronavirus breakout. I think now he is glad he stayed, but in the Bernabeu he's not welcome anymore. Bale isn't performing this season. 2 goals, 4 assists. Well, for a player of his status, 85 rated, one of the best 85 rated players ever in the game, by the way. I think going down to 83 is pretty fair. And then the last player, and before you give a dislike if you're a Messi fanboy or a Messi fan, listen to my story. If you watched my top 10 prediction video, you heard I made 2 cards for Messi, 93 and 94, depending on how he will finish this season in the La Liga and in the Champions League. Because for now, sometimes Lionel Messi is still magical Messi. Other times he is invisible Messi. And if you don't agree with me, guys, I don't think you will have a realistic view on Messi, because he is a fabulous player. And don't say EA will never do that. Ask Cristiano Ronaldo. He received a downgrade last season from 94 to 93 because he was aging, because Juventus signed with Pro Evolution Soccer. That could be the case as well, and he wasn't performing on the level he did once he got that 94 rated card. Because don't forget, when they got the 94 rated cards, they were scoring over 40, 50, 60 goals a season. That is so far away for now. So I think other players are joining closer to Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. For example, Mbappe. Who would you rather have in your team, Messi or Mbappe? I think I would go for Mbappe right now, but that's my opinion, guys, and that is why I say the ratings will go down slightly step by step about those 2 legendary players. Do I agree with that? For me, they can stay 94. What the heck? Make them 99 rated. I love them so much. Both Ronaldo and Messi did so many beautiful things for the sport, but I'm being a realistic YouTuber, and I think there could be a chance that Messi is going down with a -1. If you love the video and love my story about Messi and still respect it, although you're a big fan of him, that would be so mature, and I would love that so much. So thanks already for all the majority on this video. Give a thumbs up if you loved the video and my view on the side. And are you missing a downgrade? Like for example, Jan Vertonghen, Toby Alderweireld, they could be in this video, but there will be more videos about La Liga, Serie A, Premier League, Bundesliga, upgrades, downgrades, so there will be more players. These are just the biggest downgrades in FIFA 21 for the most famous players. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up, subscribe, and put on the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Keep safe from the coronavirus, and as you know, for me, keep it cool, keep it real, and ciao for now.
Echoes of your words crashing into me, drown